After confirming the homeowner was not home, Hischer opened the iron gate and swaggered into the backyard. The two of them stepped forward to question what he was doing, but he shoved them into the pool without hesitation. He got on a bike and rode straight into the 10-foot deep pool. Even though he choked on water and lost his balance, he still struggled to climb back onto the edge. Then he lifted another bike and hurled it into the pool. The scene stunned the two people in the distance. They watched in disbelief as Hischer grabbed a table and crashed in with it. This reckless behavior scared them so much they did not dare stay, and they quickly climbed out one after another. Hischer ignored them completely, and just kept tossing all kinds of items into the pool. As he threw things, he kept shouting harsh and offensive words. After all the good stuff had been thrown in, he turned his attention to a lighter. He poured gasoline onto the diving board, then lit it and stood on it.
Oh, fuck you, bitches!
The reason he did all this was simply because he felt like it. After tossing in the last chair, Hischer left, saying he had a doctor's appointment. The two people were left standing there in shock, and then they also left one after another. Although it was only their second time meeting, they had a great conversation. This was also the first time Thomas spoke with a girl since his mother passed away. Lacking a mother's love, he could not help but feel a stir in his heart. After returning home, Thomas was scolded by his father. It turned out he skipped school without saying a word, and his father had waited at the school gate for a full hour. Thomas did not dare to respond, and could only react with silent resentment. At that moment, Hischer started causing trouble again. He stuck his finger into Thomas's food, making him blurt out a curse instinctively. This only brought even harsher discipline from his father. Thomas was clearly upset since Hischer had started it.
You gonna start punishing me now?
Yeah, maybe I am. Because if it's not the language, then it's your lack of responsibility having to do escort you to the police station.
Shit, Dad, I'm really sorry you had your ass dragged off the couch. And I'm sorry you had to put some fucking underpants on for the first time in months.
That's enough!
So as soon as I'm right, that's enough?
I don't want to hear another word from you!
Fuck this!
That make you happy? Huh?
In the end, the two argued fiercely and parted on bad terms. Hearing the noise, his grandmother came into the dining room. Seeing the mess everywhere, she covered her face in pain. Ever since Thomas's mother passed away, the family had fallen apart, and she could do nothing about it. Hearing her self-blaming words, Hischer stopped smiling. He wanted to comfort the old woman, but did not know how to begin, and could only watch her walk past him. Then he went into the room, told her stories and jokes to cheer her up, and promised her a small wish. That was to take a walk with her the next morning. But what she did not know was that from the moment the lights went out, her life was nearing its end. The next morning, Thomas quietly took his father's bank card while he was still asleep. He withdrew $1,800 from an ATM, then went to a car dealer to try to redeem a red car. It was his mother's favorite thing when she was alive. Since his defeated father could not be relied on, he wanted to hold on to something connected to his mother. But the owner told him the car was no longer there. No matter how much he begged, the owner refused to say where it went. At that moment, the owner's son walked over. It turned out to be the same bully who had been tormenting him. Thomas ignored his provocation and quietly rode his bike back home. But as soon as he entered the house, he saw his father crying on the couch. It turned out that when Hischer tried to take Grandma out for a walk, he found that she had passed away. This sudden blow left all three of them unable to accept it. They sat on the couch in silence. Finally, Hischer could not hold it in anymore, flipped over the table, and stormed out. Thomas stared at the cash in his hand, lost in thought. Since he could not get back his mother's favorite item, he decided to give the money to Annie instead. But when he arrived at Annie's house, he saw Hischer being intimate with her. This completely triggered him. For Thomas, his feelings toward Annie were more like those for a mother figure, because she had protected him and given him warmth after he lost his mother. So when his friend became involved with her, all he felt was anger. He picked up a metal rod and smashed Hischer's car repeatedly. When Hischer came out to stop him, he swung even harder, shouting every curse he had ever learned. Then he stormed back home. His grandmother's death and his friend's betrayal made him completely lose control. While smashing Hischer's belongings, he accidentally noticed a pair of garden shears on the ground. Maybe it was time to get his mother's belongings back. He took the shears and quietly went to the bully's house, then clamped them onto the boy's toes, forcing him to reveal the car's location. The bully begged for mercy and said the car had been sent to a scrapyard. After getting the information, Thomas slowly loosened his grip, but the bully seized the chance and tackled him to the ground. Just as Thomas was about to be beaten again, Hischer suddenly appeared, smashed the glass, picked up the shears, and quickly cut a piece of flesh from the bully's nose. This shocked Thomas and made him shout angrily.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I just saved you.
I told you I never want to fucking see you again! How many times do I need to tell you? Just leave me alone!
After that he went to the scrapyard and found the car among piles of junk. He eagerly climbed inside, feeling the lingering presence of his mother. Then he fell into a deep sleep. He dreamed of moments with his mother. Back then, his father was full of energy, completely different from now. His mother was gentle and kind, and to outsiders, they looked like a happy family of three. Until a truck suddenly appeared and shattered the dream. Thomas woke up instantly and fell out of the car. Watching the vehicle get crushed into pieces by a massive machine, his last memories were destroyed as well. After returning home, his father was worried about him staying out all night. He had waited in the living room the entire night, but when he saw the tears in Thomas's eyes, he swallowed his words of blame and told him to go change his clothes. After that they went to the grandmother's funeral. Halfway through the ceremony, Haysher suddenly burst in, holding a beer and clearly drunk. He stood in front of the father and son, criticizing their actions, and accusing them of still being trapped in grief. Then he began telling his own story. When he was very young, he accidentally destroyed a car while messing around, and debris caused severe injuries to his body. When he woke up in the hospital, the doctor told him he had suffered serious damage. The news hit him like a bolt from the blue. He smashed things in the hospital in rage, and was eventually sent to juvenile detention. At that time he could only think about how he had lost something very important, until one day, he realized he had not lost everything. He came to understand that he still had something left, and that he was still physically whole. So why keep clinging to what was already gone? Just like the two of you. You may have lost a wife, but your son is still here. You may have lost a mother, but your father is still here. Why not cherish what remains and live each day going forward? Your son and your father are what you still have. Do you really have to lose everything before you learn to appreciate it? After saying that, he pushed the grandmother's coffin forward, because he had promised to take her for a walk. Watching him walk away, Thomas's eyes filled with tears, and he and his father ran after him. At that moment, the father and son finally realized they had lost another loved one. The next day, his father shaved his beard and returned to his former clean-cut appearance. But it also brought bad news. Haysher was gone. No one knew where he went. But before leaving, he had dragged back the wreckage of the red car and written on the roof that Haysher was here.